Welcome to today's video. In this video, I'm going to continue looking at approximation and estimation. So in today's video, I'm going to look at this topic, which is rounding off significant figures. So in this video, I'm going to show you or teach you how to round off significant figures. Below here, I have these two questions, and the instruction for these two questions is write the following numbers in scientific notation to four significant figures. Write the following numbers in scientific notation to four significant figures. So this is today's lesson. It's like this lesson we have combined the two concepts we have learned in the previous videos. Writing numbers in scientific notation as well as writing significant figures. Okay, so let's start with question 1. Okay, so question 1, we have got 10.5689, and we are told to write this number in scientific notation to four significant figures. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to identify the four significant figures that we are going to use. So I'm going to write this number this side. Okay, so the four significant figures are these ones: 1, 0, let me say 10.56. These are the four significant figures we're going to remain with. So now, our rounding off digit is 6. 6 is our rounding digit. So that means we're going to look at the number which is on the right side of 6 to check if it's less than 10 or less than 5 or equal or greater than 5. So we're going to check the number which is on the right side of 6. So we can see that 80 is the immediate number on the right side of 6. So that means we are going to add 1 to 6. Okay, if you are confused of what is happening here, please you can check on the videos in our playlist. We have got videos which we made rounding off numbers. Check on any of the videos. You're going to learn about the rules. Okay, so now we are saying, since we have got 8 on the immediate right side of 6, that means we're going to add 1 to 6. Therefore, I'm going to write numbers that are not going to get affected first, which is 10.5. 10.5 is not going to get affected. Then when we add 1 to 6, we're going to get 7. So I'm going to write 7 there. Okay? Once I've done that, let me just drop it a bit down. Okay. Once we have done that, then now let's write it in scientific notation. We have rounded this number well. Now what we need to do is to write it in scientific notation. So what we're going to do now, remember, scientific notation has got two parts. The first part is decimal number, which has numbers between 1 and 10, and they shouldn't be equal to 10 or bigger than 10. So it has the numbers which are between 1 to 10 but not equal to 10. So I want to make this number, as you can see, it's 10.57, it's bigger than 10. So I want to reduce it to become less than 10. So we're going to move the decimal point to the left so that it comes between 1 and 0. That's what we're going to do. So that's what I'm going to write down. Okay, now the point has moved going to the left. That means we're going to multiply it by 10 raised to the power 1. Why? Because the point has moved to the left. So it's going to be raised to the power 1. So we're going to raise it to the power 1. So now we have successfully written 10.5689 to scientific notation, or in scientific notation, to four significant figures. We have successfully written 10.5689 in scientific notation to four significant figures. So that is how you write significant figures in scientific notation, like that. Or that's how you round off significant figures and you write them in scientific notation. Let's go to question number 2. Question number 2, we have got 0.567340. This is the number we're going to write in scientific notation to four significant figures. So the first thing, I'm going to write these numbers. Okay, once I've written the numbers, what I'm going to do, I'm going to identify the significant figures in this question. Now, if you are not conversant on how to identify significant figures in a figure, you can check on our videos. We have got videos on our playlist. You will see different videos about rounding off and also significant figures. So what you need to do is we need to identify the significant figures. To do that, we need to bear in mind those three important rules we follow when we identifying significant figures. So we are saying the 0 at the end of the decimal part is a significant figure, but the zeros at the beginning of the decimal part and the other side, they are not significant. So these first two zeros are not significant. So we have got significant. The first four significant figures we have are these 5, 6, 7, 3. These are the first significant figures in this number. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to identify the rounding digit, which is 3. Then when we look at 3 and its immediate number on the right side, which is 4. So 4 is less than 5. That means we'll do nothing to 3, or we are going to add 0 to 3. In either situation, we are going to get the sum, which is 3, or we're going to get the number, which is 3. So therefore, this number to be rounded off to, to be rounded off to 4 significant figures will be this number. So rounding off 0.056734 to 4 significant figures, we are going to have 0.0567. Okay, now once we have done that, then now we need to write this number in scientific notation. So what we're going to do, this decimal point will move 2 steps going to the right. That means the decimal point will come between 5 and 6. So it will move 2 steps. The first step it will go between 0 and 5. The second step it will go between 5 and 6. Okay, so that means it has moved 2 steps. So we are going to move the decimal point like that. Then we have come up with 5.673. 5.673. This is the number I've come up with. It's a decimal number between 1 and 10. It's not bigger than 10 and it's not less than 1. Okay, once we have done that, then we're going to multiply it by 10. Once we have multiplied by 10, since the decimal point has moved from the left going to the right, that means we are going to raise this 10 by a negative number. Now, how many times has the decimal point moved? It has moved twice. So we are going to raise 10 to negative 2. The number of the movement is 2 and the direction is going to the right. So we're going to raise it to negative 2. Okay, so writing 0.056734 to in scientific notation to 4 significant figures is 5.673 multiplied by 10 raised to the power negative 2. So this is the correct answer. Thank you so much for watching. It has been Easy Learning Z. The future is bright. See you in the next video. May God bless you.